So here we are at, what is it today? The 30th of March. And I have my front garden just about ready. It really is ready for planting, but even though it's like 70 today, it's going to be, we're going to have lows in the low 30s, upper 20s later in the week. But then next week, it should be a good time to start doing some more intensive planting. Yeah, because Sunday's supposed to be 70. So I've gotten just a lot done out here. Well, there's always more, you know, but I got all my compost distributed except for one wheelbarrow full that's going to be for a small bed and back, because tomorrow this tree right here they're going to trim back, so they have to get the bucket truck at the end of the driveway, so that's what's going on with that. If it doesn't rain, they're saying it might rain tomorrow. But I have things, so this is like my most vigorous blackcurrant. It really likes that spot. And I started that one from a cutting from the one by the house. Apricot will probably not blossom this year, but it's got lots of nice new growth on it. This is a bush cherry, and it's getting some nice blossoms on it. There's little blueberries here and there. This one's got a few blossoms. That's a choke cherry, and it's never blossomed for me. There's a little cutting. I brought out a cutting of a haskap from the back, and I've gotten little fruits on the ones in back, but that's the bed that I need to really clean out and mulch. But looks like even this one's going to have some blossoms on it. And let's see, this is another blueberry, but maybe I can get it to grow a little bit better this year. It's not looking so terrific. And then I have little seedlings coming up everywhere. This is going to be a kind of a mixture of all kinds of things. I put in buckwheat, and I haven't seen any buckwheat come up, but these are like a wild mustard that gets really pretty yellow flowers on it that the pollinators like. These might be poppies. I think I saw a few sunflowers in here too. And so some of this I planted, but a lot of it is just coming up on its own. And I've seen, what have I seen over here? I've seen a lot of baby. So this is a chamomile that overwintered, but there's a lot of little baby chamomiles in here too. There. So if I can have a nice little chamomile stand right here, that would be nice. And then I've seen a lot of what are they? Okay, these are the bread seed poppies. So I've got a bunch of those coming back. I've also got a bunch of weeds. So it's always a practice of discernment, taking out as best I can what I don't want and leaving what I do want. There's a couple of hollyhocks that have come back. This is a dill I just planted. I put in some oat seeds here. So these are oats. Volunteer tomatoes, of course. And then I did see some of the peas. These are edible potted peas in here. So there's one. There should be a couple of circles of them. Those are putting on some new growth, nice new growth. The red vein sorrel. Of course, the St. John's wort's coming back. Nice healthy burdock right there. Lots of the anise hyssop coming back. And then I have a bunch of little echinaceas coming back that I'm looking at. I'm going, what is that? I don't know what it is. And then I realize, oh, I believe that's echinacea. And there should be some buckwheat and poppy in here too. I'm seeing some of the poppies, but that buckwheat seed might just not have been viable. And then there should be, yeah, here's a little sweet pea I put some sweet peas in there, finally starting to come up. And the stuff in the pots, carrots, and I'm not sure, I thought these were two kinds of radishes, but that's what it looks like these ones are, so I don't remember. And beets. Of course, the mugwort's coming back nicely, and I have all kinds of California mugwort coming up everywhere now. A lot of aquilegia have started to come up this year from where I've just been throwing the seeds in, so I have them in various places. I'm happy to see that. Let's see. And catnip, the yarrow, and the wormwood, and the bee balm I transplanted out here seem to be doing okay. Lots of valerian coming back, and the motherwort. This is marshmallow, and it's starting to come back. And then I've planted some additional foxgloves in here. Avery was getting at the vole hole in there. Lots of tansy and feverfew, a little bit of lady's mantle. I'm trying to make room for things that are getting choked out by like some of the tansy, because the tansy just grows like crazy. This is where I want to put my swing at some point. And the rhubarbs. Finally, some of the other rhubarb is coming up. Yay! I love rhubarb. And here's Avery with her dirty nose. Avery's got a dirty nose. The last place she was digging was by the blackberries, which I didn't really want her to dig there. And there's, yeah, wherever I see poppies coming up or things that I really want, I get very excited. And then I have to battle the weedy parts. And all the beds are ready here. I've kind of got an idea of what I want to put where. Raspberries are coming back nicely. There's some new little shoots, and this was a different kind there. Lots of lemon balm, another couple of hollyhocks in here as well. Bee balm is there. Sages are starting to put on some new growth after I trim them back. I put in a new thyme over here because I didn't think the old one was going to revive, but the oregano is fine. And yeah, a lot of different herbs in here. I transplanted some bee balm there, and my mint. Time for mojitos and what's the other one? Mint juleps. And here's this gooseberry seems to be putting growth out pretty well. The other one, not so much, so I don't know if that one's gonna come through. But one of these sticks of blackcurrant is actually putting out some growth. The others I don't know. And I think that's it. I actually cleaned off my porch. Got some of the tulips finally blooming here. And there's more of the aquilegia, or the columbine, whatever you want to call it, that came up. Lots of linaria that I'm going to be having bloom. Purple, pretty little purple blooms. And peonies are coming back. Hosta. These are my wild, what kind of grapes are they? What do you call them? Muscadines. I bought once and I threw the seeds in here, so they keep to grow. Avery, come on, let's go in back. And here's some figs that came back because I decided to stick them in the pot. Avery, come. I don't know about my hops. They've never done well here, so they may not come up again. But yeah, so that's a little. I and I didn't mean to cut myself off there. So it's like, you know, when you hang up a phone and you didn't say goodbye properly and you call back. I might as well, since I'm still here. Everything's looking good. Oh, do you know that you can eat hosta shoots before they get big, and they supposedly taste like asparagus? Well, I did pick one this morning, and I didn't cook it. I just like ate it, and it does taste like, well, I didn't eat it all because I didn't want to upset my stomach if I had a reaction to it, but it does taste like asparagus. I read someplace that you can like grill them or something. But here's the haskaps, or honeyberries, whatever you want to call them, back here, and look at them. They're starting to bloom. It's an awkward spot though, because it doesn't really get much sun. Even now it's getting some afternoon sun, but it's only because there's, you know, leaves still not on the trees. But I've got to get all this vining stuff out of here, and I was trying to work on it earlier, and it's actually coming out pretty easily. So that will be my task, my next task, which will be maybe tomorrow, although it's supposed to rain, maybe Thursday. I'm going to be having a dog come for dog sitting Thursday evening, and but that doesn't stop me. Well, it's going to be cold Thursday. Anyway, at some point I'll get this out, and then that's what's left of my mushroom compost, left from 3 cubic yards of mushroom compost. And that's it. Okay, now I'm done. And, oh no, I've got one more thing to show you. The bluebells. I've got little buds on the bluebells. Check them out. Check them out. Check out those buds on the bluebells. They're so cute. Anyway, now I'm done.